For years, we were led to believe that as we age, our energy inevitably declines, that vitality fades away, and that the body simply stops responding the way it once did. Many people accept this idea without question, assuming that feeling tired, less motivated, or less confident is just a natural and unavoidable part of growing older. But modern science tells us something very different. The human body retains an extraordinary ability to adapt, repair, and renew itself, even in later stages of life. That potential never truly disappears. It simply waits for the right signals to be activated. Hello, I'm Dr. Susan Parker, and today I want to share something that may change the way you look at your daily routine. Not something complicated, not something extreme, but something simple, practical, and surprisingly powerful. A small addition to your morning coffee that can support your circulation, your cellular energy, and your overall sense of vitality. Because the truth is, the problem is not your age. The problem is that most people continue using habits that no longer support their body as it evolves. As the years pass, subtle changes begin to appear. You may wake up feeling less refreshed than before. Your energy may drop earlier in the day. Tasks that once felt effortless might now require more effort. You may even notice a quiet decline in confidence or motivation, especially when your body doesn't respond the way it used to. These experiences are incredibly common, but they are not always caused by disease. In many cases, they are the result of gradual internal shifts. Circulation becomes less efficient. Blood vessels lose some of their flexibility. Oxygen and nutrients do not reach tissues as effectively. Cellular energy production slows down. And when these processes change, the entire body feels the difference. You are still functioning, but not at your full potential. And that leads us to a powerful question. What if we could support these internal systems naturally, without complicated routines or drastic changes? This is where a simple morning habit can make a meaningful difference. Today, we are going to talk about enhancing your coffee with a natural compound known as L-citrulline. This amino acid, found naturally in foods like watermelon, has been studied for its role in supporting blood flow, improving oxygen delivery, and creating a more balanced internal environment. At first glance, it may seem like a minor detail, but in reality, it touches one of the most important systems in your body, your circulation. Let's understand how it works. When you consume L-citrulline, your body converts it into another amino acid called L-arginine. This process then stimulates the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that plays a crucial role in relaxing and widening blood vessels. This effect is known as vasodilation. And it matters more than most people realize, because when your blood vessels are relaxed and flexible, blood flows more easily, oxygen travels more efficiently, nutrients reach cells more effectively, waste products are removed more quickly, and the entire system begins to function with greater ease. The first major benefit of this process is improved circulation. As we age, blood vessels can become narrower and less responsive. This reduces blood flow, especially to smaller tissues. When this happens, the body begins to feel it in different ways. You may notice cold hands or feet. You may feel fatigue more often. You may experience a general lack of physical drive. By supporting nitric oxide production, L-citrulline helps restore part of that lost flexibility in the vascular system. Blood can move more freely again, and when circulation improves, the body feels more alive. But circulation is only one part of the story. The second benefit is its support for cardiovascular efficiency. Your heart is constantly working to pump blood throughout your body. When blood vessels are stiff or constricted, the heart must work harder to push blood through them. Over time, this can create unnecessary strain. When vessels are relaxed and open, the heart can perform its function more efficiently. It doesn't need to work as hard to achieve the same result. This creates a more balanced internal environment and supports long-term cardiovascular well-being. The third benefit relates directly to energy, not the kind of energy that comes from stimulants, but real cellular energy. Every cell in your body depends on oxygen to produce energy. This process takes place in structures called mitochondria. When oxygen delivery is limited, energy production becomes less efficient. This is one of the hidden reasons why many people feel tired as they age. It's not always about sleeping more. It's about delivering oxygen better. When circulation improves, oxygen reaches your cells more effectively. This allows your body to produce energy more efficiently throughout the day. The result is not a sudden burst of energy, but a steady, more stable sense of vitality. You feel clearer, more focused, more capable. Another important benefit is its impact on overall vitality and confidence. Vitality is not just physical strength, it is also how you feel about yourself. It is your willingness to engage, to move, to participate in life. When your body feels supported, your mind follows. Many people who improve their circulation and energy notice something interesting. They begin to feel more like themselves again, not younger, but more present, more capable, more engaged. And that shift matters, because confidence in the body translates into confidence in life. Now, what makes this approach so powerful is its simplicity. You are not adding a complex routine. You are not changing your entire lifestyle overnight. You are simply enhancing something you already do every morning. That small act becomes a daily signal to your body, a signal that supports your systems instead of working against them. And this brings us to an important reflection. For many years, people have been conditioned to rely heavily on external interventions without always questioning whether they are necessary or beneficial. However, there is a growing awareness that more is not always better. As highlighted in the material we explored, understanding what truly benefits your body and what may not can significantly improve your quality of life. The same principle applies to your daily habits. It is not about adding more complexity. It is about making better choices. Let me share a couple of brief examples. James, 70 years old, used to feel constantly drained by mid-morning. He relied on multiple cups of coffee just to get through the day. After learning about circulation and cellular energy, he began making small adjustments, including adding L-citrulline to his routine. Over time, he noticed that he didn't need as much caffeine. His energy felt more stable, and he was able to stay active throughout the day. Elena, 66, had gradually stopped participating in social activities because she felt physically low and mentally fatigued. She started focusing on improving her daily habits, including her morning routine. Within weeks, she reported feeling more motivated, more alert, and more willing to engage with others again. These changes were not dramatic overnight transformations. They were steady improvements driven by consistent habits. And that is the key. Consistency. The body responds to what you do repeatedly, not occasionally. Another important point to understand is that natural support works best when combined with awareness. Paying attention to your sleep, your hydration, your movement, and your nutrition amplifies the effects of any single habit. Everything is connected. Your circulation affects your energy affects your mood affects your behavior, and your behavior shapes your daily experience. When you improve one part of the system, you begin to influence the whole. This is why even a small change can create a ripple effect. Now, it is important to be clear. This is not a cure. It is not a replacement for medical care when needed, but it is a way to support your body in a natural, consistent, and sustainable way. And for many people, that is exactly what they need. Not something extreme, not something complicated, just something that works with the body instead of against it. The science of longevity continues to evolve, and one of the most important discoveries is this: aging is not just about time. It is about how your systems function over time, and those systems can be influenced. They can be supported. They can be improved, even later in life. If there is one idea I want you to take with you, it is this: your body does not lose its ability to respond. It simply needs the right signals. Every day, you are sending signals to your body through your habits. Some support you, some do not. The choice is in your hands. So tomorrow morning, when you prepare your coffee, take a moment to think about what you are adding to it. Not just in terms of ingredients, but in terms of intention. Are you supporting your body? Are you giving it what it needs? Because sometimes the smallest change is the one that begins everything. I invite you to reflect on this. Look at your routine with fresh eyes. Identify one small improvement you can make. Start there. And if this message resonated with you, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. You never know how much a simple idea can impact someone's life. Stay curious, stay aware, and remember, Vitality in later life is not something you lose. It is something you can rebuild, step by step, choice by choice, every single day.